Welcome back. We will begin today's lesson. This is lesson 3 of the city versus the country. In this lesson, I introduced you to the song and some vocabulary phrases from the song. It's from a television show that ran from the 1960s to the 1970s. So it's a song from an old TV show, but we are still going to have fun. The way it works is that for the first 2 weeks, you have traditional English learning lessons, but with vocabulary and grammar that come from the song. During the last week, we learn the song and break down the meaning of the song so that you are able to sing it and understand what you are singing. This is lesson 3 of a 3-week course. So if you haven't taken lesson 1 and 2, click the link in the description box below and begin there. Let's get started. This image is from a television show called Green Acres. This is one of those shows that Americans grew up singing because it was so catchy. The song was so catchy. Maybe you'd like to watch the show. It is optional, but at least you will learn a nice little song that was a part of American culture. And most importantly, you will learn to sing it and have fun doing it. The show was about a successful lawyer and his high society wife living in a fancy New York penthouse apartment. Much to the disappointment of the wife, the husband decides to pursue his childhood dream of becoming a farmer, even though he had no experience farming before. The theme song shows the struggle between the two. Here we have a picture of the husband and the wife, Oliver and Lisa. This couple was living the high society life in New York, living in a high-rise penthouse with all the amenities, big balcony, and all the fine living you can imagine. And the husband wanted to give it all up to go to a farm. So his wife was not happy at all. And most of this situation is in the theme song. Okay, so let's go over the song. I'll help you with the song's meaning. And don't worry if you don't understand it right away, because the remaining lessons are based on the understanding the words and the phrases. By the time you are done with today's lesson, you will be able to use the words and phrases that we've learned so far. Now, I don't mean to disappoint you. I'm not a singer. I like to sing, but I prefer to do that in private. Maybe over time I won't be so shy and sing a song during a future lesson, but for now, let's go over this song. So as you see here, it says husband. The first part of the song, the husband sings, and he says, Green Acres is the place for me. Now you see that word acres? Yes, we have that vocabulary word. We know an acre is a plot of land, but in this case, Green Acres is the name of the farm. Okay, and don't worry, we have 3 more lessons where you get more of this information, and you'll have a chance to sing the song each time. So by the time you are done, you will know what this song means, and not only will you know what this song means, you will know how to use these phrases in your English conversations. Green Acres is the place to be. Then he says, farm living is the life for me. Yes, he wants a farm. Land spreading out so far and wide. He's saying that there is land as far as the eye can see. Keep Manhattan, just give me that countryside. So he's talking about living life on a farm. He says Green Acres, that's the name of the farm. That's the place for me. That's where I want to be. That's where I want to live. Farm living is the life for me. He is saying that's the best life I could want. That's how I want to live. Land spreading out so far and wide. Look at all of this beautiful land is what he's saying. Keep Manhattan, he says to his wife. You know what? I don't want that. You can have it. In English, we say keep it. You can have it. You keep Manhattan. You like dogs? I like cats. Keep dogs. Cats are the thing. So we use keep in that way. He tells her, keep Manhattan, because she likes the high society life in the city. You can keep Manhattan. Just give me that countryside. And what did we learn? Countryside is the beautiful land, the grass and the trees. That's what he wants to see. So he doesn't like the city. He wants to go to the country. Now, over here on the other side, the wife is singing and she says, New York is where I'd rather stay. Now we have that word stay. What does it mean? Stay means live. So she says, New York is where I'd rather live. Her preference, right? I'd rather. I get allergic smelling hay. Hay is one of our vocabulary words. She gets allergic. She has allergies. Hay makes her sneeze, or maybe it makes her cough, or maybe it makes her eyes water. Next, she says, I just adore a penthouse view. Adore means love. I just love a penthouse view. She likes the view from the top of the high-rise buildings. He likes the view of the countryside, of the grass and the trees. She wants to see the big skyscrapers, the big buildings. And then she says, Darling, I love you, but give me Park Avenue. She says, I love you, but give me means I prefer. But I prefer to live on Park Avenue. Remember we saw avenue? Avenue is one of our vocabulary words. Well, the name of the street on our vocabulary picture is Fifth Avenue. You also have Park Avenue, and that's a street where there are very expensive homes. Darling, I love you, but I want the high life. I want the city life. I want what you can get on Park Avenue. Okay? And then the husband says, the chores, meaning that he likes the chores of the country. That was a vocabulary word. And then the wife responds, the stores, because in the city, she can go shopping and go to all of the stores. And you will see this because we're actually going to watch a video of the Green Acres theme song. It's old, but it's okay. We can still see and hear it. And then the husband says, fresh air, right? In the country, you have the beautiful fresh air with all the grass and trees cleansing the air, not a lot of pollution from the cars. And then the wife says, Times Square. Times Square is a busy part of New York where everybody likes to go. It's one of our vocabulary words. Okay? So you see the struggle. He wants the chores, the work from the farm. She wants the stores, the fresh air. She wants Times Square. Or he wants the fresh air. And then she wants Times Square. And then he says, You are my wife. And she says, Goodbye, city life. So what's implied is, well, you're my wife, so this is what I want, and you have to come with me. And then she says, Goodbye, city life, because she has to leave the city. And then together they sing, Green Acres, we are there. So now that we've just gone over the lyrics, we are about to hear the song. And then there will be captions at the bottom. If you don't understand everything today, it's fine, because the following lessons are going to go over the song in more detail. And then you can always rewind if you'd like to go back over something.
The life for me, land spreading out so far and wide. Keep Manhattan, just give me that countryside.
New York is where I'd rather stay. I get allergic smelling hay. I just adore a penthouse view. Darling, I love you, but give me Park Avenue.
The chores.
The stores.
Fresh air.
Times Square.
You are my wife.
Goodbye, city life.
Green Acres, we are there. spreading out so far and wide. Keep Manhattan, just give me that countryside.
New York is where I'd rather stay. I get allergic smelling hay. I just adore a penthouse view. Darling, I love you, but give me Park Avenue.
The chores,
The stores,
fresh air.
Times Square.
You are my wife.
Goodbye, city life.
Green Acres, we are there.
And now we're going to go over some more vocabulary. And this vocabulary is more of the phrases in the song. I did touch on those before we played the song. Now we're going to get a little more bit information. We have 4 vocabulary phrases. Repeat after me. Keep. Keep. Give me. Give me. Is the place for me. Is the place for me. Is the life for me. Is the life for me. So now we're starting here. Is the place for me. So when you hear this phrase, it means that a certain place is a desirable place that people want to go. So if you hear someone say, oh, that's the place for me, or Green Acres is the place for me, that means that the place is very desirable for the speaker. That's where he wants to go. Oliver, that is the husband on the show, wants to go to Green Acres. The next vocabulary phrase is the life for me. Is the life for me. So when you see this phrase, it means it's a desirable lifestyle that people want to live. That's the life that I want to live. That's the life for me. Oh, waking up, looking out at the ocean every day. That's the life for me. Waking up, looking out at the mountains. That's the life for me. Waking up, seeing the tall buildings every day. That's the life for me. That phrase means a certain way of living is very desirable. Notice the place for me is about a desirable place, and the life for me is about a desirable lifestyle. And then it says keep, and then you have a blank. Repeat. Keep. Keep. It says keep Manhattan. Keep potato chips. I like popcorn. I don't need those. Give me popcorn. Keep is an informal way to say that you don't prefer something. You use this when there is something else that you like more. Keep Manhattan. I'll take the countryside. Keep the beach. I'll take the mountains. Okay? So you use keep when someone has a preference that is different from yours. And then the last one, just give me. Repeat. Just give me. All right, so just give me means I prefer or I'd rather have. Just give me the countryside. I'd rather have the countryside. I prefer the countryside. Keep black shoes. Just give me blue shoes. Keep the beach. Just give me the mountains, right? So you're telling someone, well, I don't agree with you. That's your preference. I don't like that. You can keep it and you can give me what I prefer, or you can give me what I like. I like apples more. Just give me apples, okay? So this is how we use those words. So now we're going to do a vocabulary comprehension to make sure you understand. It says read the vocabulary word or phrase and choose the sentence that is used correctly. So we're going to read the phrase and we're also going to read the 2 sentences, and then we're going to decide which sentence is used the correct way for that vocabulary phrase. So the first one is the place for me. Okay? Now I'm going to read the sentences. Hollywood is the place for me. I want to be near the rich and famous. Okay. And the next one, the grocery store is the place for me because I have to shop for the party. Which of these sentences is used correctly? Is it the first one about Hollywood or the second one about the grocery store? I'll read them again. Hollywood is the place for me. I want to be near the rich and famous. Or the grocery store is the place for me because I have to shop for the party. Okay, so if you said the first one about Hollywood, you got it right. To say is the place for me, it means that's a desirable place you want to be. And this sentence tells us that Hollywood is desirable because they want to live or be near the rich and famous. So if you want to be near the rich and famous, you probably want to go to Hollywood or someplace similar. And then the grocery store is a place for me because I have to shop for the party. Well, shopping for the party doesn't refer to a place you'd rather be. It's probably a nice grocery store, but it's not a place you'd rather be. It's a place you need to be. Okay, the next one we have is the life for me. This refers to the lifestyle that you'd rather live. The place for me is about a place, the country, the city. But when you talk about the life for me, that's about the lifestyle that you'd rather live. So let's read these two sentences. Traveling is the life for me. You meet very interesting people. The next one we have is the life for me. This refers to the lifestyle that you rather live. The place for me is about a place, okay? The country, the city. But when you talk about the life for me, that refers to the lifestyle. So let's read these two. Traveling is the life for me. You meet very interesting people. Or, my friends don't understand the life for me. Which one do you think it is? I'll read them one more time. Traveling is the life for me. You meet very interesting people. Or, my friends don't understand the life for me. Okay, so which one refers to lifestyle? Let's start with the second one. Is that talking about a lifestyle? No, that says your friends don't understand you. So that one's not correct. But traveling, that's a lifestyle. So it's not a city or a place, but it's a lifestyle. A lot of people travel these days. You can go on social media and see all of the pictures and videos of people traveling. That's the life for them. They enjoy it. That's the lifestyle that they want to live, and they're doing it. Okay? So the next one, give me or just give me, same thing. Just is an adjective used for emphasis, meaning really, absolutely. The phrase is correct with or without it. So let's read the sentences and determine which one is correct. Just give me a horror movie. They are my least favorite. Or, just give me an old-fashioned action movie. They never disappoint. So which one do you think it is? I'm going to read them one more time. Just give me a horror movie. They are my least favorite. Or, just give me an old-fashioned action movie. They never disappoint. Okay, let's start with this one on the bottom. Just give me an old-fashioned action movie. They never disappoint. What does they never disappoint mean? It's saying that they like action movies so much that they would not be disappointed watching any action movie. They like them. So just give me an old-fashioned action movie. I like them. I won't be disappointed watching them. Or the first one, just give me your horror movie. They are my least favorite. What does it mean to be your least favorite? It means you don't like those. No, I don't like those. Those are my least favorite. So would I say, give me that because I don't like it? No. So that one's not the correct one. The correct one is, just give me an old fashioned action movie. They never disappoint. And the next one, keep. Remember we talked about that? If someone is telling you something they like and you don't like it, you can tell them to keep it. Ah, you can keep it. Oh, I love cherry pie. Oh, keep it. Cheesecake is the thing. Oh, keep your cherry pie. It's all about the cheesecake, okay? So you tell them you don't like it, you can keep it. So let's read the sentences. You all can keep shellfish. I prefer steak. Or, you can keep this food. It is delicious. Let's do that one more time. You all can keep shellfish. I prefer steak. Or, you can keep this food. It is delicious. So now let's determine which one is correct. When you use the word keep, does that mean that you agree or disagree? Yeah, so it usually means that you disagree. And because you disagree, you're telling them to keep it. So the first one is correct. And now we're going to use the same vocabulary words, and then we have some sentences. And then you're going to fill in the blank with the correct vocabulary phrase. Okay, so it says, Thailand during the water festival, blank. It is so much fun. I'll read that again. Thailand during the water festival, blank. It is so much fun. So now you have 4 phrases. I'll give you a chance to figure it out. What you can do is read every phrase, all the 4 phrases, one at a time with the sentence and see which one makes more sense. Okay, I'll give you some time. Okay, so which one do you think it is? If you said is the place to be, you're correct. Thailand is a place, right? It's a country. So the one that fits here is Thailand during the water festival is the place to be. They have lots of fun during that time. Let's do the second one. You can blank little dogs. Cats are my thing. Okay, I'll read that again. You can blank little dogs. Cats are my thing. So let's fill it in. So, which one would you choose if you said keep? Yes, if you said keep, you'd be correct. Remember, keep is when someone has a preference and you don't agree with it. So he or she says, you can keep dogs. Cats are my things, are my thing. Number 3, living in the mountains blank. There is nothing better than mountain air. Okay, so we have 2 left. We're going to fill in the blank. Living in the mountains, which one is it? Is the life for me. There is nothing better than mountain air. Or living in the mountains just give me. There's nothing better than mountain air. Which one do you think is correct? Yep, is the life for me. That's the lifestyle that you want to live. I want to live in the mountains. There's nothing better than mountain air. Living in the mountains. The answer is the life for me. Okay? And then the last one reads, blank a pet bird. You can keep your dogs and cats. What's left? Just give me or give me. Just give me a pet bird. Or give me a pet bird. You can keep your dogs and cats. So this is like saying it on the reverse. You're saying what your preference is first. Give me a bird. I want a bird. You can keep your dogs and cats, okay? I prefer birds. I want birds. I like birds. You can keep your dogs and cats. Alrighty. Now we have some questions, and these are designed for you to think. So I want you to think about what we talked about today, what you learned from the song, and then answer these questions, okay? So answer the questions with everything that we learned in mind. So, what is the name of the farm on the TV show? Do you remember? It is Green Acres. If you said that, you're correct. And the next one. What did the husband want? So we heard the struggle in the song. The husband wanted one thing, the wife wanted something else. What did the husband want? Based on the song, the husband wanted to go to the country. He wanted to move to the country, right? And the next one. Does the husband prefer the city or the country? If you said the country, you're correct. How do you know? How do you know that the husband wanted to go to the country? He said, farm living is the life for me. And of course, farm living is in the country. Very good. And how do you know what the husband's preference is? How do you know that the husband prefers the country? What told you that information? What do you think? We know that the husband wants the country, but how do you know? What did he say to make you understand that he wants to go to the country? Now, I just told you about the farm living, but there's some other things that he said. Can you think about what those are? What was the first thing that he said? He said, Green Acres is the place for me. That's right. That's the name of the farm. He said that's where he wants to be. Then he also said, farm living is the life for me. And we know that farms are in the countryside. How else do we know that the husband Oliver prefers the country? What did he say to his wife? He told his wife to keep Manhattan and give him the countryside, right? So those are three things that he said to let us know that he prefers the country. Okay, great job today, guys. We are done with today's lesson. I'm so glad you took time out of your day to join me, and I will talk to you again next lesson.